Oh, hey guys! So my name is Gabrielle and today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me because I get a lot of questions of what products I use and like how I do things, so I thought, you know what, we're just going to do that today because it is summertime. We gotta be popping off, ladies. It is our hot girl summertime. Sometimes I just need to tell myself to like stop talking, but we know that's never gonna happen. But before we get started, I would really like to thank NYX for sponsoring this video. Honestly guys, whenever they reached out to me, I was like, what? They know who I am? Like, I was freaking out about it because I have literally used this brand since I was in middle school because it's super affordable, but it's also cruelty-free and will always be cruelty-free, which is really big for me. And also a lot of their products are vegan as well, which I really like. So of course I was like, oh heck yeah. So thank you again, NYX, for sponsoring this video. Okay, so to start off, I'm just gonna be putting up my hair because we don't like hair in foundation. That just gets really messy. So we're just gonna get a nice big old bun because you know we like those big buns. And first thing I'm gonna use is the Bear With Me spray, and I really like this just because it really soothes my skin and it just preps it for putting on a bunch of makeup. This is what it looks like. It retails for $10, so again, it is very affordable. I don't like using products that are really expensive every single day because honestly, I don't want to break the bank. So that's why I really like NYX products. So after I spray my face, I always put on a serum, and that is the NYX Honey Dew Me Up serum. My skin gets really dry during the summer, so I feel like this just really hydrates it and locks in all the makeup. And guys, I'm not a makeup professional, so if like I do something different that you don't do it this way or that way, it's whatever. Everyone always does their makeup differently, and there's so many ways to do like the exact same thing, so it's whatever. And I let that set into my skin for a few seconds just so that it's not super tacky whenever I put on my primer. And the primer that I'm going to be using is NYX Bear With Me. It has SPF in it, which is really important for your skin because, as you guys know, if you are literally out in the sun anytime during the day, it actually like speeds up aging and it's overall not good for your skin. So I love having a primer with an SPF in it just to protect my skin. And this is also super hydrating as well. Like I said earlier, my skin gets hecka dry, but it's like only in like patchy areas, and it looks really awkward if you see me in person. Like I might have a dry spot here or here or here, and the Bear With Me primer really helps with that because it's a 24-hour moisturizer as well. And next we're gonna be using the Instabake foundation. I really like to just put my foundation on these silicone sponges and it spreads on my face really easily. Like this, I like to spread it out like so. And I'm really bad with putting foundation on my forehead because for some reason my forehead is like 3 shades darker than the rest of my skin. I really just don't understand it. And I also went to the lake this weekend and I accidentally got a lot tanner, so I know it currently does not match my skin, but once I blend it out, it will look a lot better. And I'm just using a spongy thingy to blend it out. I know guys, I am a professional. I know all the terminology. It's not a beauty blender, it's like the knockoff one. Because I am not spending 20 bucks on a blending brush thingy. Let's be honest, none of us here are professionals, and if you are, I don't know why you're watching this video. I like to make sure I blend it all the way up to my hairline because I don't want to look patchy, and also I'm like digging it into my face because I just really want to make sure everything is blended out, especially on the jawline, because in 6th grade I had a really bad tendency of never knowing when something was blended out or not, and I always have a line. So ladies, open your mouth and blend. I'm so sorry guys, I am not a professional, but this is just how I do my makeup. Usually I'm like listening to music, jamming out, and like singing along to it, or I'm watching like Netflix because I have my TV right above me. But today is not the day, and I'm sorry if I have a booger in my nose. And after blending out my foundation so that it looks flawless, see, I told you it would eventually look good. Might not look like it matched, but it did. I like to use a little bit of concealer for underneath my eyes because I do have a tendency to get dark circles sometimes, and this one is just by Collab, and I don't put a lot on it just because I don't like whenever makeup looks really cakey. I like to use really lightweight makeup like foundations and concealers, and also I hate whenever products have flashback, and that is why I really like all the NYX products because literally I've never had a problem with flashback with those products, especially the primer, and I've had really bad experiences in the past where a primer ended up having terrible flashback and I looked at myself in a picture and I was like, ah! So we tend to stay away from all flashback. Okay, now it's time to bake my face, and I'm just going to be using Dermablend's Illuminating Banana Powder. And I like to use this Sigma Baking Precision P89 brush. And first I just put it underneath my eyes, like so, and I just pack it on in, like that. And then I move on to do my contouring before I bake the rest of my face, because I really like a seamless contour. I just really like a cream contour because it blends so well. Look at this. It is so creamy and it just blends so well. Here we go. Again, just using my sponge and blending that in. And this is just my everyday look that I like to do whenever I'm kind of on the go, because it really doesn't take that long. I'm just like talking you guys through it, so that's why it's taking a little bit more time. Like usually every day I spend about 15 minutes on makeup. Like I don't spend a lot of time just because I'm really lazy. And next I'm going to be using another Sigma brush. This is the F89, just to really pack on some more baking powder underneath the eyes like so. And I found that like by using a bunch of baking powder like this and then underneath the contour as well, it just makes your features pop a lot more. I always have to put baking powder too on my smile lines because I talk a lot like this and I smile and then all my makeup just like goes into my wrinkles. I know, wrinkles, right? That's scary. I think I'm starting to get them even though I'm only 20. And now it's time to move on to the eyes. I like to use this Ulta Beauty Primer just because I found that it works and it's affordable. This is a very affordable makeup look today, my ladies, my gentlemen, my people. So I just use my finger, honestly. If you don't like to use your fingers, use a brush, but this is just the quickest way. And this Escape Artist palette by NYX is one of my favorites just because it has such a wide variety of colors. There's like a bunch of going out colors, or there's a lot of neutrals, and today this is going to be a more neutral look, so that is what we're going to use. I'm going to use my tapered blending brush. This is a E40, and we're going to dip it into this color right here, and we're just going to do that along the crease. And then we blend it out towards the eyebrow. And blending is the most important part. If you don't blend, then your eyeshadows are just gonna look like you just put it on there without a lot of thought, and it's just gonna look kind of awkward. So make sure you blend towards your brow bone, and this is kind of gonna be your transition color. And I like to add a pop of color in my eyeshadow just because I feel like it makes my eyes pop a little bit more, and so if you want to do more neutrals, go ahead and do it, but that's why I like to have kind of like, this is a golden kind of color for my transition shade. And now I'm gonna use this color, and it's gonna be concentrated more on the crease, and I'm gonna be using a diffused creased brush, E38 by Sigma. So you're gonna wanna focus it right along the crease and blend into that transition color. And blend everything out again. And this is what it should look like. Now I'm using this E84 brush and dipping this into the darker color, which is gonna go on the outside of my lid. I'm gonna be using this brown, and we're just gonna put it on the outer part of the eye and blend it out. And to make sure everything is blended out, I'm just gonna go in with a fluffy brush and just continue blending. And with a flat shading brush, I'm gonna go in the inner corner of my eye with this shade, because this gives your eye a lot more definition and more of that like 3D effect. And then we're gonna use that same shade and put a little bit of it underneath the brow bone. And now it's time to brush off any of the excess powder that was left underneath from baking. So now we're gonna go in with the same transition color that we used up here and go underneath the lash line. And I'm just using a smudge brush. And it just gives that lower lash line just like a little bit more of a pop and a definition. And I like to use the color on that because again, it makes my eyes pop. So if you have blue or green eyes, this trick really helps if you use like reds because it complements that blue or green eye, or purples because it'll just make your eyes look 10 times brighter. Because look at my eyes right now. They just look, ooh, she looking good today. And now we're just gonna take care of all the rest of the setting powder. And if you want to use blush, you can, but since my skin like naturally rosies up a lot, I don't. So we're just gonna go in with my Persona highlighter, and I really love this highlighter because look at this shimmer. Ah, it just complements my skin tone a lot too. So we're just gonna go in with my highlighter brush and pop some of that on. I love a little bit of sparkle. I'm gonna use the Bear With Me spray again just to set my entire face. And I feel like everyone always underestimates the power of a setting spray. Because before I started using setting spray, my makeup would kind of like wear off throughout the day, but by using a setting spray, it really locks it in. And this works as a setting spray and as a priming spray. So it's like a 2-in-1, so that is why this is one of my favorites. Time for some brows, and I honestly don't put a lot of product on my brows because they are naturally really thick, but right up here, one day a long time ago, I tried shaving my own eyebrows, like cleaning it up, and I nicked it. And honestly, they have just never been the same since. So I like to go in with NYX's Dip Shape Go, just because it's really easy to use. You don't have to be like a trained professional to use it. So it has this end right here, the angle brush, but it also has a spoolie. So this is really good with traveling. See, and that's literally all the product that I use. I don't use that much, just because when I used to fill in my brows all the way, they would look like squirrel tails. Yeah, it wasn't good. Maybe one day I'll do my makeup how I did it in middle school and you will all understand. And once we are done with brows, it is time for mascara. And mascara is one of the things that I always get questions about. And lately I've been using Cargo's waterproof mascara because I've been crying. I'm fine, I swear, just mascara is just one of those things where you have to know what you want. And honestly, this stuff does not budge at all. So I like to get a lot of product on my lashes, like hecka, so they're kind of clumpy, they're kind of gross looking right now. But then I like to go in with an old mascara wand that's been like cleaned off and has no product on it and just disperse the product and separate my lashes. And this is how you make your lashes look so much longer without making them look like spider legs, like clumpy spider legs. You know, we all went through that phase. Now I'm just gonna set my brows using NYX's Bear With Me Brow Setter, just because I don't like them to move throughout the day, and a lot of times right here gets super janked up throughout the day. So I just put a little bit of product on so that they don't go crazy. And it also gives them that more feathery look. And then to finish it off, I'm gonna use the Bear With Me Lip Conditioner by NYX. And I just really like this because it gives your lips that glossy finish, but it also hydrates your lips, and my lips get really nasty during the summertime and they get kind of crackly and you know how it is. And I let that sit for a few seconds, rub it in. And last but not least is lips. So this is my absolute favorite go-to, and it's by NYX. It's Instant Filler in the shade. So this is the shade Beach Casual, and I absolutely love this shade. And it is also vegan, which is another, but it also has a lot of hydrating ingredients, again, which is really important for me during the summertime. And I also like how it's just a really, really natural nude, but at the same time you can still tell you're wearing some lipstick, and it comes in a bunch of other shades as well, so you guys should definitely check it out. But here we are. Here is the final look. A nice little natural, super easy to do, everyday summer look. And thank you again, NYX, for sponsoring this video. If you guys are interested in any of the products that I use, I will be sure to link those in the description. Also, don't forget the giveaway is still live. All you have to do is subscribe, turn on video notifications, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, which will be linked down below, and you could possibly win one of 2 AirPods sets or a $500 gift surprise package of all of my favorite makeup products. Honestly, some of these are definitely going to be in it because they are some of my favorite products. I'm so glad that I got to get ready with you guys today. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys want to see some more makeup tutorials, because I do get a lot of questions on my makeup, and this isn't how I always do my makeup. This is just kind of my, okay, I'm in a hurry, let's do this type of makeup, and it's a super casual look that you can pretty much dress down or dress up. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.